What's good, YouTube? It's the Base God and Yu-Gi-Oh! Here on TeamBlackRainbow's channel, coming at you guys with another video. This is more or less going to be some combos video with the deck that I played at San Jose Regionals last week. I know it's kind of late, but I've been really busy with school, and whenever I want to record, it's really late, and I don't like the proper lighting, but as you can see, it's very nice outside. More or less, but the sun's lightweight out, and yeah. So, this is a play that happened to me at regionals. This kind of won me the game because it was after, it's been a while, like throughout the duel, and eventually he was able to overcome everything. So this is my quote unquote graveyard. So, I'll just show you it. You know, he had a Thunder King on board, and after like dark holing my two set snowmans, like lancing his Thunder Kings, and MSTing my torrentials. Like, he was able to come back and, like, well, he didn't really come back. He kind of had control of the game. And, like, I had a Lagia. I spaced one of his two back row. He had a set Sangan. I summoned the Guy, but I lanced it because he tried prisoning it. And I got out of Velo. And I have a Lagia in here. Sometimes when I want to recreate these things, I'm too lazy to take out my, like, extra deck because they can be slippery and everything, and I'm on my bed. I'm too lazy to go on my floor, and my mat's away. But yeah. So, during the duel, on his turn he attacks with Thunder King. I was like, okay, that's fine. So I have the Lance in hand, and I know he has a Veiler in hand because he Sangan searched for it when I attack with the Velo, or not the Velo, the Guaiba. Like he was eventually to like make me waste my material on a heavy storm, and then he ended up deprisoning it and everything. So I drew for turn, yeah, I drew the Monster Reborn, and in my head, I'm thinking, okay, I can reborn the Guaiba and attack over his Lance. I can like lance it, bring on another Lagia, and have complete control of the game. But then I realized that he had the Veiler in hand, so what I did was, good thing I ran this card. So if you don't know, I ran the 3 Dirac Guaiba and the 1 Dirac Velo. This Dirac Velo, although I drew it almost every game 1 at least, and it didn't really reveal what I was playing, it it has its cool combo plays, and yeah, it also allows me to go Guaiba into Velo first, and then Guaiba into Guaiba later on in that duel. So that's kind of exactly what I did. I reborned the Velo, knowing that he can choose to effect Veiler it, but it honestly wouldn't really matter. So battle phase, and you can't effect Veiler in battle phase. So I declared battle phase. He's not going to Veiler this. I crashed Velo into Thunder King, and then I brought out. Oh no, where's my Dirac Guaibas? Over here. I brought out a Dirac Guaiba from my deck. Sorry for the lazy, or not the messy ass pile. But yeah, so I brought a Dirac Guaiba out of my deck, because that's Dirac Velo's effect. So I attacked, declared damage step, activated Lance on his Thunder King. He couldn't Veiler it because it's already battle phase, and I brought out the second Guaiba, and boom, it turned into a Lagia, and all he had left was a Veiler, a dead Veiler pretty much, because since he could only activate it on his turn, I guess he could have, on my turn during this main phase 1, Veiler it, but I would just pass, because if that back row is in prison, I'm going to lose advantage. Or not advantage, I'd be at a +1 at that time, but you just don't want to make stupid mistakes like that. If you have a full field of attack position monsters and they Veiler your Xian, and you have no other back row, why would you attack into a Mirror Force, But yeah, so that's a cool deck, or cool play that I did this weekend. Another cool play was the Snowman Eaters. So at the regionals, I felt like Thunder King was really popular, and I just felt appropriate to play Snowman Eaters and Reapers because they're also level 3s. And the fact that they're level 3s can really help out a lot, because not only do these specific cards help stall out a little bit, but these can help poke cards out of your opponent's hand, and this can help destroy a potential threatening monster, especially Thunder King. So what had happened at the regionals was that, I set this, he summoned a Thunder King attack, bam, popped it. I drew a second one, I set it. He reborns his Thunder King and attacks. I was like, boom. Like, what's up? Like, what you gonna do, boy? He elects not to set a back row. And what I do is during draw, main phase 1, before I even activate anything, since these snowmans are pretty much useless without a Book of Moon, I XYZ into a Wind-Up Carrier Zen Matey. And yes, I do play that card because I activated its effect, detached one, and brought out one of the most annoying cards ever. Wind-Up Rabbit. Not only did that deck then, but it got rid of 2 monsters, 2 Thunder Kings, and you have the most annoying monster right now, like, to ever see play, I'd assume. And, it's good. And if somehow you have back row, say you have like a bottomless, a book, like a bottomless or a book, to protect the Zen mains. Not Zen mains. What am I talking about, bruh? A Zen matey. Like you say they summon Thunder King, attack this, or if they summon Thunder King, bam, just bottomless it. But if they like lance it, they're not going to be able to do anything. So during your next main phase, immediately detach one more. Special summon the second Wind-Up Rabbit. So now you have the Zen mains, Zen Matey, and 2 Wind-Up Rabbits, and you haven't even used your normal summon yet. That's what this deck can do. Also, if like you summon Torgai the Veiler, like this deck can really do a lot, because things that get like Veiler the most are the rank 3s, or not, yeah. So you flip Snowman, they Veiler that. You can summon like a Spirit Reaper, like successfully without them being Veilered, attack, make them detach one, and then you go into Zen mains or Zen Matey and bring this out. You just have I wanted a deck that has so many plays that not many people would have known, like, what to do. Also, I played against this hero player. This is probably going to be one of my last examples for this video, at least. So I played against a hero player, right? And we had sided in game 2. He won game 2, and, I'll show you my actual, side deck, sorry. Let's see. White cards, yay. So yeah, we sided, and what I sided in against him was 2 Cyber Dragons, because Cyber Dragons are good in anti-meta type decks, and I consider that to be like an anti-meta type deck, and 2 Leashing the Lights. So I had in my hand, he had a Shining, or he activated Miracle Fusion. He had an Alias and a Shadows Engrave. He saw this game, or he saw this card at the end of game 2, because this is what helped me win game 2. So he's like, okay, what do I do, right? So he activated Miracle Fusion. I was like, that's fine. And in my mind, I was like, if he goes into Great Tornado, I could possibly lose the game, because now I'll have like a dead Leeching the Light. But he actually goes into the Shining, the 3200, and attacks. I'm like, okay, I dropped down life. And that was turn 4 in time too, so yeah. So I have these 2 in hand. No, I had 3 cards in hand. It was pretty sacky though. Let me see. I had these 3 cards in hand with like enough like Avarice targets. I had like Torguides, Guabas, Snowmans, and all that. And I had this, and he sets another monster. Oh yeah, he's like at 58, and I'm at like 40 something, like after the attack. So he sets a back row and sets a monster, which I was really scared of. Like, I honestly had to think up like my time to make sure I wasn't gonna lose. So yeah, this is what the board, or this is what my hand looked like. I drew for turn, boom, Heavy Storm. Probably the most lucky, like the luckiest card I could have drawn. So I activated Heavy Storm, popping his back row. I forgot what it was. I think it might have been a bottomless. My special Cyber Dragon, just because I had to. I pot at Avarice, bringing back like 5 targets from my graveyard, whatever. And all these cards really don't matter except for these 2. So I Avarice, shuffled, and then I said, summon Tour Guide effect, it's fine. So I brought out another Tour Guide. Where is it? This is my last turn. This is the last turn of the duel. Special Tour Guide. I activated Leeching the Light. So these all gain 3200 attack. So this was at 42, this is at 53, and this is also at 42, right? So I enter battle phase, right? I'm like, whatever that card is, you know, I might lose. And I was thinking in my head, what if he has the Honest? So, if it was a Reaper, I probably would have lost that match, but spoiler alert, it wasn't. So, with Cyber Dragon, since it was like at 5300, I attacked into the face down. It was a Doom Caliber Knight. I was like, okay. So, to ensure that I had victory, the only thing that could stop me from winning right now was a Battle Fader. So, I tributed my tour guide, took control of his Shining, and proceeded to attack for game, because in time, whoever has the least amount of life points at the end of time, at the end of 5 rounds, loses. So I attacked for like 43 or 42, and that was pretty much the game, because he was contemplating, like he had like 4 cards in hand. He's like, oh, maybe I should. I was like, oh, hell no, he better not be playing Battle Fader. But eventually he did, you know, extend the handshake. And I was asking him, oh, did you have Honest in hand? He was like, yeah. I was like, wow. So, if I didn't draw this enemy controller, I would have lost. Because in my head, the face down that he had, I was thinking, you know, Snowman Eater, Spirit Reaper, Penguin Soldier. There's all these things that can potentially like screw up if I only had one monster on the field. But thank God I drew the tour guide. Thank God I drew the econ. But yeah. I'm updating this deck a little bit after regionals, especially the side deck and the main deck. I'm adding a BLS because I eventually am going to push up to triple Thunder Kings and 2 Effect Veilers. And for the darks, you know, I have the 2 Tour Guide, the Sangan, the Reapers, and the Gores. So I think that's sufficient enough. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this little segment. I'm probably going to call this like Base God and Yu-Gi-Oh! Best deck you've ever seen Wombo combos. So yeah, like I said, I hope you guys enjoy it, and I will try my best to keep uploading videos. I felt like I needed to put this up so you can maybe get a glimpse of how I think in my mind and how I play, because not everyone's playstyle is different. I mean, not everyone's playstyle is the same, and I've heard numerous times that people say that my playstyle is very awkward, and you know, I can't help but agree. But if you were to watch some of my duel videos, you'd probably know what they're talking about. But yeah. Oh yeah, and yay for the tour guide reprint. As much as I love these rares, I really need, I want a hollow one. And like, I'd go for secrets, but I don't know. If supers look nice, you know? Secrets look definitely nice, but yeah. So I'll probably go get those. I have enough store credit at my locals to get some. But yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed this little segment of mine, and yeah, remember to rate, comment, subscribe, and all that goodness. And if you're new, welcome. I love you, and thanks for subscribing. Alright, Base God and Yu-Gi-Oh! And I'm out. Bye!